Hey Sageville families, this is Mr. Dyer talking to you, and I thought I would start by doing a few video casts, kind of going over some of our online resources that we have available to you in case you're not real familiar with them. And I'm going to start with this one, which is just basically about the Sageville website and how to navigate your way through it in case you're not that familiar with it, okay? So first of all, I want to point out that on the left side of the screen, in this little blue box, we have news, different bullet points for things that are happening. You can see that I've just posted some information about ST Math, the latest episode of SNN, and Where is Sassy? You can find that all over here by clicking those links. And then the other part of the website that's really important are these tabs up here. Okay, so under Parents, there's so many links for you to have at your fingertips for information and such. But if you're specifically looking for information for your students, like what kinds of things could they be doing right now when they're home, under Students, we have links by each grade level. So for example, if I click on second grade links, it's going to take me to what's called a Symbaloo, which are buttons and links to other websites. Different things that we have done in the tech lab, so the students are familiar with many of these. And these are also links that the teachers themselves have requested that we put out there. So a couple of them, just to point out, you can get to Lexi and ST Math here, but of course you can also go right to Clever, which is probably the quicker way. But then we have our Keystone Resources, and this is really a pretty great selection of web links. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Now, when you open up the Keystone links, here they are. There's like an online encyclopedia, Britannica. We use Culturegrams, which has information about other states and other countries around the world. There's, of course, Bookflix, which is phenomenal with ebooks. And there's also kind of some similar sites in FreedomFlix, ScienceFlix, TrueFlix as well. And then there's also the Tumble Book Library, which have some additional ebooks. And if you decide that you want to go and explore any of these Keystone resources, we'll try Bookflix, for example, it'll prompt you for a login. And the login that we use at Sageville is KAEA015. And then the password is the same, except there's no 5. So it's KAEA01. And then you log in. And the kids are very familiar with the Keystone login because we've done a lot of that. Go ahead and click Start.
Watch a video and have some fun. Read a book online. You're still not done. Learn new things and play games too. Listen to Beacon. He'll tell you what to do.
Click on a category, or click on the feature to begin.
So all the categories are listed over here, and you can click on a category, and it takes you
Animals and nature.
Takes you to a selection with a whole bunch of books and videos. Now the videos, you might think, well, I don't want my kid watching videos all the time. They're actually videos of books. And they're paired together in a way that makes some logical sense. So for example, if we went to this one, the video is on this side, and it's a video of this book, which is called The Ant and the Grasshopper. And it's a fiction story. And then on the right side, we have the book, which is inside an ant colony, and that, of course, is nonfiction. So you can do either one, and actually the video kind of gives the student some background knowledge, so that when they read this book, they're a little more familiar. So you would click Watch the Story, and then you can just go ahead and play the video. If you want to make it full screen, you can click right here to do that, but you don't have to. And most of these are a few minutes. This is about 6.5 minutes, it looks like. Now, there is down here a little button. You'll notice it says Read Along. That's automatically turned on.
The Ant and the Grasshopper.
I'm going to pause it here, but what will happen then with this being toggled on is that the words will all appear at the bottom.
By Rebecca Emberley and Ed Emberley.
So the students can follow.
Somewhere on the boulevard of backyards, an ant was struggling with the remnants of a picnic.
All right, we'll just go ahead and pause that. Now, to go back, you can either, of course, just click the back arrow, or you can go over here and just click read the book. And then it switches over to the book. And you just go ahead and click here to turn the page. And then if you click read along.
Ants always seem to be busy. You often see them hurry out of a hole in the ground or scurry back into it.
So it's going to go ahead and read the story, and the kids just turn the page. And if they want, they can zoom in on the cool pictures. So anyway, that's Book Flicks. I'm going to go up here and close the tab and just go back here to the digital resources that are under Keystone. There are lots of them that we have done, like I said. The one I'm going to show you to kind of close out today, and we'll go back to the student tab here on the Sageville website. So instead of going to a specific grade level, which is what I did to get to these second grade links, you can also go over here and go right into the Clever portal. And of course, this is how the students log in to do ST Math. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my super secret password. Now my screen will look just a little bit different than students because I'm a teacher. And the one I want to show you though is right here, which is Mackin Via. And this is a tremendous resource that is loaded with thousands and thousands of ebooks and other cool things. Now I'm selecting Sageville. The students will automatically come up as Sageville. I just have to do that because I'm a teacher in the district. So this is kind of what they'll see when they log in. And if you go to all resources over here on the left, you're going to see over 4,000 digital resources, which are a combination of ebooks, there's audiobooks, and so many other things. If you go to databases, it's going to give you links to all the Keystone sites, which we were just looking at earlier on this page. I don't want to confuse you, but if they go in through Mackin, then they don't need to log in with the Keystone password because they've already logged in as themselves. So there's lots of great resources there. But let's go back up here under groups. And there's different sets of books that they can explore and discover. So, for example, the Goldfinch books. Here's the Iowa Children's Choice books, which a lot of our older grade students have been reading. And so they can actually check out these books for free. All of this is free. And they would go over here and they would click check out. And then they have that book for about a week. Now, if you go up here, the students will see a little backpack. Mine just shows up as this green circle, but they'll have a backpack, and then they can go to their checkouts, and all the books that they've checked out will show up here. Now, this happens to be, as you can see by the little headphones, this is an audiobook, so they would listen to the entire story. But audiobooks are just one of the things that they can find under this site. So again, let me go back to Mackin here. We'll go back to groups, and we'll go back to the Children's Choice books, for example. You can see if it's an audiobook or if it's an ebook. Okay, and I just want to show you the difference here. So this is not an audiobook. You can see the little icon there. And if I hold my mouse there, it says ebook. All right. So if I check it out, I can open it right here too. I don't have to go into the backpack, but I can, if I want to, go into the backpack. So this is an ebook. And it's set up just like that. Now, if this blue bar gets in the way, you can just click up above and it disappears. If you want it back, you can click down here and there's the bar. Now, this happens to be an ebook that you can also play.
Blue Pixie and the Siamese Fighting Fish. My cowboy boots scuff the wooden floor as I walk onto the stage. And
so, a little bit of a creepy computer voice there, but that is an option. So the kids can either read it silently themselves, read it out loud, or they can play and have it read to them. And then to close the book, they just go up here and click Close Book. And again, if they've checked out the book, they can always go up to their backpack to find the books that they've checked out. Okay, so I'm not going to go too much longer here, but we'll go back to the Sageville website. Everything I've showed you so far has been under the student links. And a couple of things I want to point out before I wrap up the video. If you scroll down, if you're interested in looking at the Sageville videos, we have a YouTube channel right here called Sageville Cinema. And you can click on that link, that little gray button, and it will take you right here to all of our school videos. So all the SNN videos, the movies that we've done. There are some playlists available if you're interested in in checking out some of the old projects that we've done in the past. So feel free to explore that. Otherwise, that's it for now. I think we'll do some other videos later, but I just wanted to kind of give an introductory video about the Sageville website and some of the resources that are available. So I hope this was helpful.